What's up, YouTube? What's up, everybody? Free from it all. Just a little follow-up video on my Upstart video yesterday. So this is the Discord yesterday, 10:30 in the morning, which is just past noon on the East Coast. Okay. Let them know right away in the Discord. So the video went on YouTube. It went on around 2:30 East Coast. 2:30. Okay, this is 4 hours ahead of that. Or sorry, 2 hours ahead of that. 2 hours ahead of that. Said exactly what I was playing here, guys. 34 puts, 70 calls, 75 calls. Sell to open. Let's take a look here, right? Told them I opened my positions. Showed it here. I started with 34s and just 70s, added 75s, felt like free money. Let them know. Posted some whale alerts, posted afterwards, posted the video that I did for you guys, for everybody out there. Really doubling down on this, letting everybody know. Watched it into the earnings, saw this chart, it crashed. Said this would be your ideal scenario for tomorrow open. Get it around 46. But it didn't matter. We had won. That was a win. And then I noticed today some other posts. So this morning we closed those up for 3 and 4 cents. I believe I closed them for 2 and 3 cents actually. They must have went up. Yeah, bid ask 2. The bid was 2 cents. Oh, you can't even see that because my face is in the way here. Hold on a minute. Okay, so we closed them. The bid ask is 2 cents, 3 cents, 2 cents, 9 cents. I closed those for 2 and 3 cents. The puts I closed with, unfortunately, I closed the puts high. I had them in originally for 8 cents to close because I knew there was going to be a little bit of meat left on the bone there. And I bumped it up to like 16 cents. Let's see. Let me load my, what did we do here? This is as transparent as it gets with you guys, but, I figured maybe one day it'll catch on with some people. This is not a play money account like I've seen on some other channels. Uh, Canceled 8 cents. Yeah, canceled at 8 cents, and we went to 16. It was crazy because it was like 5 cents and then like 30 cents, and I only got 30 cents for them yesterday, so I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll do half. Well, it was a little more than half, right? Half would be 15 cents. And like I inched it up penny by penny by penny by penny until it just filled. Didn't care. And then, of course, as soon as I did that, this sucker dropped nothing. But there's your chart. 46 on the nose. It's almost as if I've done this before. I what? Where's that chart? I mean, I literally drew it on the 46 exactly. Okay, and right now it's just while we're talking, $46. This is what I'm providing in the Discord. And the members in the Discord, I feel like some of you are getting a little sloppy here. I'm giving you guys free money nuggets, okay? And you're not acting on it. I don't know what's up, but there were people who played it, but not enough for my liking. I want to see everybody making money in the Discord. So I would expect more people to be playing these things when I'm taking the time to do a video and stuff. It is what it is, but you're just like, gee, we wake up and we've made, what did we make? $1,084. Where the hell are we? Oh, where did that go? I lost the screen. And it's on exactly what I told you in my own channel. It's exactly what I told everybody on on the YouTube. I said these exact strikes. I said 34 puts, 70 calls, 75 calls. Exact. And then, like I said, the puts, damn it, like they're 6 cents and I paid 16. So I had 13 contracts. So I left 10 $130 I overpaid to close, but I don't care because what's that color? Green. It's green. That's all we care about. And then secondly, now I get to find today's nugget for tomorrow, right? And then tomorrow we'll have the Friday nugget, and then Friday we'll have the Monday nugget. If we want to play anything for Monday, if Fridays and Mondays can be a little sketch, but we're gonna see. But guys, I mean, I put it out there, and then you know, I'm just gonna load something up here now as well, right? So I don't think you get any more accurate than that, guys. For starters, but secondly, let's go to Disney. That was one that was on there. It's in what we call my 401k section. I've been avidly following that for my Discord members for a very long time. As you can see, a strangle would have absolutely printed there. Calls would have printed. You know, it was underlined in my. You can see that I was buying down here. Actually, let me load this up. Is my face still in the way? Probably, right? Oh no. Okay, yeah. So these green arrows are buys. These little green arrows, right? I sold. I sold. They closed. They were options contracts. I sold to open. So exactly what I was doing with this. But I mean, look where the stock has gone since I initiated a buy. Like that's insane for a legacy company like this. Quite frankly, called both of these shitcos very publicly on this YouTube channel. For a very long time. Oklo, the top you would have caught, I think was like $50. 50, yeah, $59. I advised short this shitco. Earnings, I think earnings is coming right up, or was today? I don't even know. Same thing with this Tempest AI, Nancy Pelosi shitco. You know, so if you actively betted against those, congrats. But yeah, Disney, guys, that was just one other one I wanted to mention, which we've been watching. Alerts have gone out in the 401k section on that. So I have these other sections here, right? Earnings. Oh yeah, so it was loaded in the earnings. Let's go back up to, because I've got next week's already ready. Wednesday. What are we Thursday? Or Wednesday? One second here. Yeah, Pelosi Trash Code, Tempest AI, SMCI. So I've got ones that really moved. And then this one should be Disney, right? Oh, there we go, Disney. NVO, let's check them out. NVO, Uber, Disney, VST, and FTS. FTS, let's see if that did anything. Not really. VST, I remember it moving in the past. VST down 5%. Kind of a blowout. Wouldn't have been good to play. What else do we got? Well, let's just double check here. Disney, Uber, and NVO. Uber has never made any money. It hasn't profited ever before. Somehow it's still $80. Yeah, trash one. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is why we're selling the contracts, though, versus buying them. Okay? Is because look at all the red. So when it's red like that, but you sold it to somebody else, flip it. That's your profit. If it's red 73%, you made 73%. Okay? If it's red 77, 60, if you go to 75, what is this? I mean, if it's a red 97, 98%, you made 97, 98% overnight on your position. Because the day before, right, it was 80, the 70 was 64 cents. Today it's 1 cent. Right? Remember how I said when I opened this video I closed for 2 and 3 cents? 2 cents on the 75, 3 cents on the 70. Well, now it's 2 and 2, right? Soon it'll be soon. The bid is only one though. No one is paying that. It's not going to go to $70 in 2 days from 45 with no catalyst. You know what I'm saying? Um, but this is why I've switched to selling. I want to be the one selling to the gamblers at this point, because the risks. The market is just not in a good place right now. NVO market's just not in a good place right now. I don't think with the constantly changing tariffs information. Exactly. Here you go. Another one, right? NVO. Now, you can't play all of them because they're kind of garbage. This one, you had like, you're getting 35 cents, and I got more than 63 cents there. So I opened that at a good time yesterday. We got 70 cents yesterday on the 70s. But I mean, look at NVO. I mean, if you tried to do that on NVO yesterday, you were barely making anything. It's $68. We'll just load the chart here real quick. Right, $68. What was it at close? 66. So you probably would have, if you try to do 30% on that yesterday, you would have to target 85, 86, and 46. 46 and 86. So let's see. All strikes. A 46. They don't even have a 46. So they have a 45 and a 50. But they were they're 1 penny. No, they weren't. No one was buying them and no one was selling them. The cheapest one that was even existed was a 52 for $4. So do you really want to risk $5,200 to make $4? Probably not. And then on the flip side, what did I say it was? 80, 85, 86, right? So same thing though. There's no value there. Not enough volatility expected. No, I'm finding you guys the solid nuggets of gold, I'm calling them. Uh, and I'm providing it to the Discord many, many, many hours in advance. And then I came and I provided it on YouTube. But I did say to YouTube, I said, guys, like, I'm going to take another hiatus from YouTube. Just, maybe one video in the next week versus one every day showing you these plays. Because I want you to see for yourselves that it's real money, real wins. I mean, fuck, guys. You literally just have to watch the videos and look at the dates and the timestamps. And I mean, I'm giving you videos sometimes 1 and 2 days before the play even happens. So, I don't know anybody else on YouTube doing this. I really don't. I've seen some people on TikTok trying to do day trading and shit. Like, I don't know. But I don't know. I wish I could make better, more compelling videos. I don't know the secret sauce for that because I'm not a content creator. I'm someone who knows the stocks. Like when I draw hours in advance a 46 target, when I'm looking at this, and it's around 42 and I go, 46 is probably 46 is probably going to be your best case open, exactly what we want to see. It's 46 on the nose, guys. It wasn't 47. It wasn't 48, which is the 200. It didn't go to 200 EMA. It didn't crater into the 30s. It didn't stay around 43, which is the 30. It went to 46 because it's called a Fibonacci retracement. Okay, and I'm so good. I didn't even draw it. Right? I used to draw this for everybody. I'm not sure if I would draw it from the top or if I would draw it from the body of the candle, but we can do a couple. So there's the body of the candle. There's the whole candle with the bottom wick. And then I'm going to delete this actually and just do the whole thing. It's just something you kind of get used to seeing, and you kind of know, you're able to predict that it's going to do that. So So there you go. So that would be the full move of the candle. As you can see, you know, right now it looks like it's obeying 48 EMA, much more so than it's obeying uh, the Fibonacci retracement. Okay, but you know it's close. 46.68, and we got a high today of 46.17. Usually it's pretty exact though, so this one it just broke right through that. What I want to do actually is I want to do just the candle and see what we get there. Oh, is it not gonna let me? Just the body, just to see what we get. Yeah. So it didn't even move from the 46. I didn't even move at all. Do one more here. But this is just a tool I teach as well in the Discord. I've definitely shown it on YouTube a few times, but yeah. So the 23.6 fills like 100% of the time, 99.99% of the time I say it fills, and that was 45.61, right? 39 cents off my 46 that I just casually drew with my eye. And it filled. That's exactly what filled this morning. It went, boop. It was below that, completely below that. Okay, it was totally below 45.61. It wasn't even anywhere near it. You can see that right there. It was like 42.30 before open. Kaplow went all the way to that first Fibonacci retracement. So, you know, if you like what you see, if you, I don't know, want to make money, if I said one win on here would pay for at least a year of Discord. You know, if you got what I got on the Upstart play, and you did the standard subscription, that would pay for 54 months of Discord. So 5.5 years. Sorry, 4.5 years of Discord. And if you got the premium, it would pay for a year and almost a year and a half of Discord at premium. So you can DM me whenever you want, and I'll give you access to my analyst information and some of this other stuff that I'm paying $90 a month on, and chart things for you, and you can bounce ideas off me and whatnot. Get access to this. So I was kind of making fun of someone offering a watch list what they were charging $1 for every day. This is what I post in Market Movers every day for my Discord, multiple times a day. So if you let me just show you real quick, this is a little bit of an advertisement. We go to the Market Movers, and we are half an hour into the markets right now. It's 10 o'clock, right? So I post Market Movers. That's a clickable link. You can just click that and go to it, or you can just click it yourself and go to it. So you can see, you know, what is moving, right? These are the best. These are the most gaining stocks, and these are the most losing stocks before open, and now that market's open, right? Even that, you know, 35 stocks were down of the S&P 500. Now 80 stocks are down. 80 stocks are down. So even that alone is a useful tool to tell you, okay, well, it looks like the market is trending down. It's still healthily green overall, but it's trending down because we went from 35 red to 80 red, right? There's a whole lot that don't even really move, right? They're gray. And then, you know, what was the best one? CRL, Rock, Diz, EMR Tech. Yeah, CML, Rock. So Disney like lost a slot. Gen moved up. That's how you use this. You know, you can see what's moving. United's moving again. Nike is moving. You can see what's moving. Where was United? United was all the way down here, guys. United was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. United was the 27th, you know, strongest mover. 27th, half an hour or 5 minutes to open, and now that we're open, it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12th. It's 12th. So you can go look at that chart and you'll see it's basically parabolic. on the open. United was one we got you in at $40 the other. I can't. This is the 15-minute. If I change this, it won't go back. So it's just over 2 months now. It seemed like 40. It was probably like 49 or $50, but yeah, $52 in my head. This was those tariffs dropping, and I was like, there's no way. This was $110 stock. Oh, 116. I remember it being like 110. So yeah, 110 is right here, and I was like, this is half off. This is half off. So that immediately went into the 401k. I'm pretty sure I did a video on YouTube. You can go back and check yourself. I don't need to go check. I definitely put United. Here we go. Yeah, United. I was doing United, Boeing. Look at how many contracts I was putting up. It was all green. This was like an early. We had all these contracts still open on United. Sold puts at 40 and 45. That's where I'm getting the 40 and 45 from. So it was at 52. We were selling 45 and 40 to kind of ensure we're winning here, just like Upstart, and getting to keep all of this capital, $575, $232. Boeing was showing red, but Boeing went green, just on that chart. It was all green. Disney is in there too. Oh, would you look at that? This is what I'm talking about. $74 and $75. It was all there. So, and now look at the stock prices. 76 on that. Let's take a look at Boeing. 184. And what was that one? 125. It's not even close, guys. But we were getting, because the market was so crazy volatile, we were getting $43 a contract and $73 a contract on those Boeings. I've been doing this strategy for more than a month. Like I told people, like 1 month, reiterating the plays, saying on YouTube, like six plays in a row now. I've been doing it for more than a month here, guys. I've been doing it for a very long time, but I haven't been focusing on it. Right now, that's the focus. I'm not looking to buy calls or buy puts. I'm looking to sell to open, so you will need a larger account to do that. But you can just flip what I'm saying. If I showed you Boeing, United, and Disney, and all I did was sell puts, guess what, guys? I've said it 100 times in these videos. That's bullish. You're expecting the stock to stay higher than that, or move higher, right? You're not. That's if you're bearish, you would sell the call because you're selling the top, and it will come down. So if your account's smaller, you would have been able to buy calls. If I'm selling puts, you're buying calls. If I'm selling calls, you're buying puts. If I'm selling both, like we did on Upstart, strangled in the opposite direction, I literally said in my video, let's try that. And then I found one, and I did it. This is what I'm talking about. Then you would be buying a strangle. You would be buying puts and buying calls, right? If your account is smaller, or if you're just prefer to be the buyer. I'm enjoying being the seller. I said if you make 300 a day, that's a very good year. 300 a day, there's about 252 trading days, right? That's $75,600 per year. My videos were titled 300 to 78,000, and then it was like 400 to 100K. Those were two of the video titles. And because 400 times 252 is 100K, right? Well, we didn't make 400 last night or 300. We made $1,084, right? Some days are going to be higher, some days are going to be lower. This is today's closed profit and loss just from overnight. I haven't done any day trading or anything else, right? $1,084 overnight. Imagine if you could get that Or for 252 trading days, that's $252,000 more than, right? 252 times 1,084, 273,000. Now, if you're Canadian, that's 382,000. This is 1,084 US. This isn't Canadian. I don't trade Canadian in Canadian dollars or any of that shit. So that's like $1,500, 15, 17, right? Which is insane, but God help us. I was really hoping to try and average it around 300 to 400 a day, and that's what I'm trying to provide for you guys. I don't making these videos isn't for me. It's for all of you. I'm going to prove something else here too, because the channel is so small. Give me 1 second here, please. I'm going to load up my... This is almost embarrassing, quite frankly, at this point, but we're going to show it. Sure, I make money from the Discord, but I put that money as well towards things, right? Like I said, I pay for data subscriptions. It's work. I'm providing work. Where are we here? Used to be like a splash screen of how much you would make on a video. Looks like they like got rid of that or something. Earn? It used to just be right. Yeah. Starting May 12th, to improve earnings, we'll add automatic ad slots. I don't care about that. What is going on here? Analytics? Maybe it's in analytics? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is funny. When you put out 6 winning videos back to back to back to back, this is your... You lose 6 subscribers. It's sometimes I'm up 8 and sometimes I'm down 8, because ever since I did some COVID videos, like I used to get thousands of views on one video. Now like all my content is 1,800 in the last I guess this is a month. I don't know. In the last month, only 1,800. I used to get that on like one video. But I started talking about COVID and masks and the president and Kamala Harris and shit. So they cut me off. This 5968, guys, this is there's like some people that kindly subscribe to my channel for like $1. You know, I have some different levels. YouTube, let me see something here. YouTube.com/free from it all. So I have like one member who's still like there's $5 members and there's $1 members. So there's like some channel perks. I give you shout outs in my videos in the credits. Like you might be like, big deal, but it's just for you to give back to me. That's literally what it's, you know, you're funding the creators. It's a creator fund, you know, so that people can do this and provide content and not have to go to a job and you never get their content ever again. I have, yeah, $2 Canadian, so it's literally $1 US. That's just like, that's where part of that 59 comes from. There's like, I think like 20 or 30 people doing that, and then I have like 4 people doing the 5 a month. There's no video revenue, is what I'm trying to show you here. I'm not getting fucking money to do these videos for you. The only thing I can hope to get is people coming to Discord. I've had no less than 10 comments in the last 6 videos that say, oh yeah, I'm going to join the Discord. None of them joined the Discord. But I don't care. It's not my fucking loss. It's your loss. I guess don't make free money on free callouts from a random stranger on the internet who owes you nothing. I don't owe anybody anything. I guess don't make money. Maybe I sound bitter or whatever, but it's like I don't see the logic in telling someone you're going to join a Discord. Obviously, that individual saw something in my content, saw a consistency there, right? Saw a consistency in all these videos, said they wanted to join, and then didn't help themselves. Now maybe they didn't have that. Now maybe they didn't get the Upstart call out 4 hours earlier and make hundreds, thousands of dollars. Like you sold one contract, guys. It paid for 2 months of Discord. It was a 35 strike on a stock that was what the hell was the stock last night? The stock was $52. 34 was the strike out of 52. It was a 30. The stock had to have moved 35% for you to just be the money. Like it was a free play. You can't get better than that. Amazon is moving, by the way. You know what I'm saying though? Like 75 over 51 the stock would have had to gone up 47%, and that was paying 40 cents. Guess what? 40 cents is $40. $40 is 2 months of free Discord, so that you have access to all of the messages I put into Discord. If like, look at the video that I put out. The Discord is the video on crack. It's way more messages in the Discord than a video that I put out here, right? Man, I wish I could see the actual what the video makes. So I wanted to show that because it's just kind of, it's almost laughable, comical, almost how little you would make on a video. Maybe I'll just click this. I don't know what the hell they did to it. They used to just show it. Oh, monetization? No, that just says on. Analytics? Of the, oh, here we go. Okay. So here was the Palantir video that had a whopping 100 views that everybody made money on. Everybody made money on it. Here's my estimated revenue, 43. This is subject to change. Okay, because they always have, there's bots and shit. So, 43 cents, guys. I'm just fucking raking it in over here on these videos. We'll go back. We'll go back to the, so that's, yeah. Here's the video. Here's the video. Actually, I don't know what's on there, so I don't necessarily want to show everything. Okay, $2. I'm getting $2 on the 53-minute video that I made. So we're $1, or sorry, $2 per hour. $2 per hour for the Reddit video that I'm saying, like, discussing exactly the same thing in Upstart, guys. It's great. It's great. So YouTube got 27.2 hours of people watching, 27.2 tons of ads in there. I'm getting $2. So congratulations, Google. I appreciate the platform, but holy shit, you guys are kind of ripping off content creators on a 53-minute video to pay someone $2 when you get 27 hours total watch time because you're a small channel and you're paying $2 fucking dollars. Like, I don't know how any small channel exists that isn't like, there's no incentive to do YouTube videos anymore for small channels. There's none at all. It doesn't help you. It's time consuming. I have to upload it. I have to add all the tags. I have to make what do you call it? I have to make the thumbnail, right? Thank God for Grok and Gemini, because that is helping out a lot. Sometimes I have to re-record that video in particular. There was no sound, or it was the video before. 40 minutes. 40 minutes, no fucking sound because OBS didn't have sound for some reason. Because I must have got an update overnight on my sound card or on NVIDIA. No sound. So I have to record all over again. So fuck $2 for 1 hour. It's more like $1 for 1 hour. When you have to record a 40-minute video twice. But anyways, I digress. I'm kind of going on a rant and a tangent. I'm just trying to emphasize, like, if you're gonna watch my content and see, man, like, be like, oh, this guy's kind of fire. He's really just essentially a free money golden goose, and say you're gonna come in the Discord and then you don't, like, maybe you're kind of cuckoo or some shit, because, like, again, it's helping you. It's not helping me. I'm still doing this with or without you. Like, I don't like sit around and go, I'm going to enter my upstart position only if random user 123 joins my Discord today. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm still doing it. And, we have hundreds of members. I show it all the time, right? There's hundreds of members in the Discord. So, it used to be 400, now it's 200. But the 400 people, they wanted you to play penny company, or the other 200, they wanted you to play penny companies, or it wasn't, I guess, wasn't what they were expecting, or maybe, like, we had some British people in there that they can't really do options, so I can understand why they would leave. But um, it's more than just what is the play, what's the call out. Like, we have news, we have all sorts of things in there, guys, that I don't see anywhere else. Never have, never will, because it doesn't exist. I have a unique thing going over here, and I would like to have more of you joining in on it. Just watching Amazon out of the corner of my eye, like, ripping. I mean, the tariffs aren't going away, so this is just a rug pull situation in my mind. I don't. Tariffs aren't going anywhere. Yeah, of course, it's like 200% now. Um, they're a lag too. I've said it in my other videos. It's a lag. So even if they do fix, even if they come to some kind of agreement, the ships are not teleportation devices, guys. It's going to take anywhere from 1 to 3 months for ships to begin coming across the ocean again. It's a very vast ocean. Okay, it's going to take a while to get those going. They got to get loaded on the docks before they even come. I remember asking, I was waiting for a package once for 3 months, and it was tracked, and I said it's. So I called Canada Post, and I'm like, "What's going on? Why is it 3 months tracked and hasn't moved?" And they're like, "Because it's coming. You didn't pay for expedited, so it's going via ship." And this was before I really knew anything about how the world works or anything. They said, so they literally are going to need to fill up the entire ship with the shipping containers, which means they have to fill one container before it goes on the ship, and then they have to fill thousands of containers before the ship is full. So she said it could take months. It could take 6 months for that ship to fill. Then, once the ship's filled, it's still going to take 6 weeks to cross the ocean. So she's like, it's being tracked. It's sitting on a container on a ship, or at the loading docks, and you'll get, once it starts moving, you'll see that it's moving. So and that's, that was my first it sounds like, when you think about it, okay, yeah, I mean, it all makes sense, but you don't really think that's how potentially slow things could be in our real world. So now they're going to, like I said, there's going to be a massive backlog regardless of what happens. It's going to We'll be feeling pain on this for at least 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months to come. Store shelves, prices in the store, everything, right? And Mark, our God, Mark Carney, the Prime Minister of Canada, met with him yesterday, and Trump was like, no, 100% tariffs on Canadian cars. Like, he wasn't even backing down from tariffs with his second largest trade partner. He's like, no, 100%, we don't want your cars, and if I tariff you, you just will stop making them and trying to sell them to us, because we don't want them anyways. We want to make them here and have the jobs here and buy American. Like, what are you going to, like, that's the thing about commerce, guys. It's buying and selling. And if someone isn't buying it, and you don't have a buyer because you've looked around and no one's buying it, you stop making it. It's supply and demand, and apparently the demand of the USA is zero. They don't want it. And no one else wants a Canadian-made car other than Canadians. So they're only going to be making cars for Canadians. And that might not be enough to sustain our industry, to be quite frank with you. Um, I don't know. So the impact of this, again, is going to be felt for a very long time. Oh, Webull. That's the one I think I kept forgetting. So Webull is now pumping hard. I show this every day. So I let people know 2 days ago, guys, that you could have got in on Webull for a second time. And I'm just going to put that in the Discord. Let me see if I can back that up here real quick. Yesterday. It'll be tough. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Perfect. So here's Webull stock. So this is what I'm talking about. You didn't get it on YouTube because you're not in my Discord. 1 day, 15 minutes. So this is Webull right now. It's literally squeezing. It scrolls all the way to 17. This stock is extremely volatile, okay? But here I wrote on the 5th, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, my Discord people have seen this. It's holding the 200 EMA. You can sell puts for $14 strike. It was at 15.15. You can sell the 14 strike for 85 cents. Gives you $1.85 downside. And then sometimes I'm typing and other people type. Then I posted the chain and I highlighted 14 and I showed you 14. I said 13.50 if you want to be even more safe, pays 50 cents. And then I'm sure I did more. It's it could be in this section. It could be in I don't even know. Let's see. Was it the search function is kind of weird. I don't know if it's searching just the room you're in or just the whole Discord or what, but like I think it's the whole Discord because if I go free from it, it'll just be like 110 messages, 110,000. Yeah. So 111,000 messages from me just in like 3 years, 2.5 years. Do the math on how many messages that is on average per day. But it's almost like 365 over here. It isn't just weekdays. So, but anyways, yeah. I still think you could sell there and make money. You just bump it up. Just bump it up. But I mean, it was there. I mentioned it on the 5th. So hopefully some of you Discord people played it. And again, I just hope that's one more eye-opening. Like it's just proof, guys, of what I'm doing here, when I'm doing it, the times I'm doing it. It's all there. It doesn't say edited, and not every edited message is like after is like, oh, he said something and he changed it. Well, not maybe you just like fucked up some spelling, or I do it from my phone all the time, and I have to edit it. But almost none of these say edited. Most of them do not say that, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. I just want to get that other picture. Sorry, I should probably not do this while filming, but it's kind of cool for you to see how the process works as well, I think. Shit, now I lost my train of thought. Let's just go here real quick and see. Maybe this will help me retrace my steps. Yeah, so like even like right now, right? $15, you're already at 1660 now. $15 still pays 35 cents. It's two days expiry. By all means, go to the 16th, which is next Friday. 15 pays $1, right? Put it on 30 strikes. Go down to 13. You're still getting a quarter. 14 is still 50 cents for next week. Obviously the calls are what's dominating because it's pumping. But again, like I don't see why it would go lower than this at this point. Oh, sorry. So what I would do is I would go in the Discord and I would say, 1350, 15. These are all still in play. Make sure you're looking at this week's if you want. So you'll have to hold for tomorrow and Friday through, you know, it depends. You know, if this thing pumps to 20 bucks by this week, you'll be able to close these out tomorrow or today, tomorrow, or Friday, right? If this thing pumps from here. If it retraces back to 15.50 or something, you'll be holding, right? So I'll just put that info in my Discord, right? Um, and that's kind of what I do on a daily basis. I just provide alerts and info for people and let them decide what they want to do. Sometimes we do quick scalps, right? Like I said, Amazon is ready to come down. This is like almost a 3 white nighter. So you would go to Amazon, you would go put, and you would go 190 strike, and it's currently $2, 2 to 212. You would buy to open a put, and then this Amazon's probably going to go to 190.28 or back to 189.75 or so. It's going to give up half of this bar or this bar. Now, it's not a true 3 white night because 3 white night would be in a row. So I'm almost thinking it might do a fourth. So you got to be prepared to average down on this if it does the fourth, because this one right here is messing it up. This one's messing it up. 3 white nights would be boom, 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 right? So now it might go boom, 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 which would put it at like, I don't know, 190. What are these moves here? These are approximately a 250 move. So it'd be like 190, 192. Be probably a little smaller. But again, that's the kind of analysis that we do, right? 3 white nights. And it's, as you can see, literally falling before your eyes. Right? So this is what I do. Go to the main. Right? And then I could just delete this real quick. Like this, then this, it could possibly do this to like 192, and then it'll be 1, 2. So then it'd be like that. And what am I doing? What am I talking about? This is a 3 white nighter. This is it's in no man's land on the RSI. The RSI is overbought. That's it. It's literally happening before your eyes, right? It's not happening quickly, but it is happening. So it's just a pattern that you can pick up in over time. And if you're in this Discord, you're definitely going to pick it up over time. We talk about parabolic up, parabolic down all the time, and that's exactly what these shit codes are, and a lot of these stocks, right? So, anyways, I think that's good for the video. Definitely went on way longer than I expected. I thought this was gonna be a 5-minute video, but hopefully you see something you like. Again, I'm not a content creator. I don't know. It's harder than it looks, right? Even this graphic down here, this like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you, Grok, because there's no way I could have made that without you. It wasn't happening. AI art generation it's already stealing jobs. I'll tell you that, right? Stealing jobs from Fiverr, that's for sure. Man, Amazon is cooking here. So I think it's going up to a 4 white nighter. We'll see. But anyways, yeah, I hope you found some of that helpful. And again, if you've been hesitating on joining, again, it's not my loss. It's definitely your loss. I'd recommend joining. I don't think you'll regret it. Lemon water, free.